It's smooth. It is. It's smooth. I like
It's
that.
a creeper.
That's why he said, be careful.
It's a creeper.
You always treat me like a fool, so what's the use? I try to say what's on my mind.
Hey, that song y'all hearing back there?
You say I say this all the time.
It's called Time.
I know I gotta love myself, for I love you too.
Romy Rome next to us, you know?
Away from you. You stay running
That's the shit right there, man. Listen to it. Just vibrate to it right quick.
Before love find me, you were there for the moment. You not what I need. Damn, here to try it and hope I find it. Our memories started off good, but now we fighting.
A memory started off good. Now we fighting.
He said he went through my phone, but I wasn't lying.
You know?
Oh, you don't trust it? Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Damn. I don't wanna waste no time. Each moment that I'm here with you.
Hey.
You ain't gotta ask me why I'm changing when it comes to you. I just need time to myself and no one else. I just need time to myself, not no one else.
Yes, sir.
You know what's wild though? Now that, and I'm sure you can attest, right? When you write your music, right?
Yeah.
You actually sit there and write it with purpose or an experience.
Yeah.
It kind of, like, for me, it died out a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was an experience that was like, he personally know that was like years ago.
So you put on the table years later.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and for me, it's like, yeah, I don't realize how potent that song is until I listen to it. And I'm like, yo, I was actually talking some shit. Like, damn, like,
It'd be like that.
You was really in it. You was in your emotions. You really,
I
you know.
into that.
But them is the best songs though. That when you got the experience behind what you're writing about.
Yeah.
That
Man.
relatability.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Because it's not just you relating to it. It's so many other people relating to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey man, this is Jenesaisquoi. I believe this is our fifth, six. You know, we just trying to run the numbers up, man. We just running them up.
We just gonna run them up.
That's what we do. Jenesaisquoi podcast.
Yep.
We got our two player partners here with us today. Our boy Delfo couldn't be here. We got our boy Romy Rome.
Yes, sir.
We got my boy
Kevin.
I knew he was gonna butcher it.
Here we go. We got it.
So forgive me. I'm so horrible with names. I met Kelly through Rome, my boy Rome, you know.
It's all good.
Hey, we greatly appreciate it to have both of you guys here, man. And, you know, to really talk some good shit, you know, just us four men just sit down and have a conversation about brotherhood. Mm-hmm. You know, how important brotherhood is to each and every last one of us, or if it's not as important to anyone here. You know, so we just kind of want to, you know, get some insight to our fellow followers, you know, or just women in general, just people in general. Indeed. You know, how important brotherhood. Yeah, you know, we have distractions sometimes. You know, okay.
So it's the trap phone. Hold on, he got to answer the trap phone.
So
Hey, y'all heard the new Jeezy?
So he got two of them.
Got trap phone. That's a trap phone.
Hey,
He got two snowmen. One for the plug and one for the lube. Snowman, bitch.
You hit the little off button on both of them. You hit the little off button.
That part.
turn that bitch off. You know, hit that silence that whole.
Silence.
Hey, fellas.
Turn mine's off. Like, all right.
How important is you know, brotherhood to you guys, man, and kind of expound on what do you get from it or what do you don't get from it? Like, what do you guys think about brotherhood? Is it important, or is this something that you guys take consideration, or
Yeah.
how do you feel about it?
I would say like the last 3 to 4 years, I've considered like more of brotherhood as far as me personally developing, and then also just like the lack of, because I'm an only child, so it's like never really had any brothers at all except for my cousins.
Gotcha.
And so it's one of the things where you see how there's like the brotherhood of football. You guys get to basically kind of share that camaraderie within just football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then if you have like a brother at home, you get to share that every waking
Every
morning.
day.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
And that's a different type of brotherhood.
it's all different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they all come back to that same thing where it's like, since we kind of have this relationship where we're kind of in this setting, doing whether the same thing or even supporting each other in the same direction. It's like, I got you, you got me type of thing.
Yeah.
It's important, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I say that like on the like how much it matters, it all depends on the individual, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Because it's like if you're somebody who with the direction you're taking doesn't really require much brotherhood, but just more your own individual decisions.
Correct.
Make them happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in other cases where like you might be going through some certain issues that like somebody else has been through, and they're just right next door or a phone call away type of thing. And you won't get that solution until you make that call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy you say that, man. Like, I never really had brotherhood until I got old, because I'm the oldest out of 4.
Okay.
So as I mature and grow, and I'm 36 now, it's like you want that brotherhood.
Oh, 100%.
You need that. You need someone that you can relate to. That's why, me and Leo, we'll talk about some deep shit. But prior, I would be like, I'm gonna just fuck it. I'm gonna deal with it. Whatever it is, I'm gonna just hold it in. And but as you meet males like yourself, it's like you're able to express certain things, get things off your chest, and that's what you should have been doing, but you never really had it. You never experienced it. Kind of like what you were saying, different individuals. So it's definitely a dope experience, man, as I go on this journey.
And that's kind of smooth what you just talked about right now, as far as like personal experience, like when you're going through certain things, right? And that's big in our community too. You know what I'm saying? Just not really expressing ourselves in a matter of vulnerability, right? You know what I mean?
And do you think because we're not taught to be vulnerable as men, or we just choose not to?
Be straight up. It all goes for our forefathers. So, and I say that because my pops was raised by his pops.
Yeah.
Well, briefly, but that's another subject. But anyway, he was raised by his pop. His pop's in the military, right?
Yeah.
So it was a heavy rod the whole time. What you mean? You don't show no emotion. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? And my father carried that. And then he somewhat got to take a little bit out of it, you know what I mean, by his personal experience, and you pass it down to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like even me, and I got 2 daughters. So I ain't none emotion is on me. Now. You talking about not showing him where? Man, I'm showing all the emotions. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, what, baby? Daddy love you. Which is normal. Don't get me wrong, but compared to if I had a son, bro, it'd be night and day. It'd be night and day. The love will still be there, but we know how we have to raise a man versus a woman. You know what I'm saying? You can still have the same guidelines, right? But it's just approached differently. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as brotherhood, before I get going, as far as brotherhood though, I feel like, again, as far as showing our emotional side and being there for one another and saying, "Hey, I got you, bro." Mine didn't develop until I got older too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You think high school, you gonna rock with your boys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Gone. They out of here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or certain people that you felt was your boy, turned out they wasn't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's stuff that you gotta figure out throughout life. Yeah. As it progresses. You know what I mean?
Stuff gotta happen to you.
A lot of acquaintances.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then you can think about it now, stuff that happens to you, like, man,
hold on, was
the homie? That's weird. Like, I got now, double one back. Of my boys did that. It'll be a whole different story.
A whole different ballgame. Yeah, for sure. So the maturity level.
Yeah, definitely. So brotherhood is very important. Very, very, very important.
Yeah, but to get things off your chest, like,
indeed,
you can relate to, like, you can speak to women with only so many things. You can only go so far when it comes to things that you're internally dealing with. But when you have your boys around you, we can really sit here and converse and be like, bro, like,
literally lay it all out there.
Get advice from you, and there's no, you're judging or nothing. There's no judgment zone because
I've been through it too.
Absolutely. You got those brothers around you.
I've been through a couple relationships where, like, she's saying that, like, she wants me to be more vulnerable. You know what I mean? And it's one of the things where, like, I don't think women don't really like too vulnerable of a man.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because now it's like
they say they do.
Right. Like
they say that's what they want.
They say they want. They want you to be more open. Right. But then, as soon as you're more open, it's like, wait, I didn't want all this. Yeah. Right. I mean? It's too much.
But then it takes the right woman to understand that that's your strength.
100%. Yeah. And so like that's the thing where, like, vulnerability, I feel like it's it should be specific to the individual you're being vulnerable to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because not everybody is even worth some vulnerability. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And some others are worth more the investment. You're just not actually opening up, getting shit off your chest. You know what I mean?
So since you said that, do you now? So let's just hypothetically speak here. So let's just say every girl you've come in contact with, do you say fuck it, I'm gonna just give it a chance, or do you treat every situation differently, or do you just be like, you know what, this is me?
I think it depends on the space you're in.
It depends on the space, and I like to treat every situation differently. You know what I mean? Just because it's like, if I go into it with like a certain assumptive mindset, you know what I mean, I'm gonna act out the same behavior as probably the last one and have the same result.
That was what I was gonna get to the next, but yeah, I feel you.
So it's one of them things where like I feel like I'm always gonna be me regardless wherever I go. You know what I mean? And so that's not the question, but more of like, who is this person in front of me? What's their intent? You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm vulnerable to this level, are they going to be at a point where like they feel they can basically hurt me now, type of thing? Which is like, it's possible at the end of the day when you're being vulnerable. You're saying like, this is a wound right here. Here's a scar. Here's this. You know what I mean? So
and they know it all.
They know it all now. So it's like, it's up to them how they use it.
Yeah,
indeed.
And I think it's like you say, it's that feeling of that hurt on the inside. You know, are you willing to open up to that individual?
Exactly, and show them exactly.
Show them vulnerability. You know, it's a healing process.
That part.
Why do we feel like, well, this is for me? I've been trying to break away from that. A man is not supposed to cry type thing. You don't show him like why do y'all feel like it's so hard to break from?
Again, I like, as I stated before, I think it's more, I honestly believe, like, you know how certain things are passed down. I'm gonna just get real nerdy now. I'm gonna get real nerdy. In the animal kingdom, certain things are passed down to the next next species, right? So a mongoose and a cobra, right? Mongoose eat cobras. Cobras eat mongoose if they catch them. But the thing that separates the mongoose and the cobra is the mongoose actually built the anti-venom over time. So now when it strikes, you're gonna drop me for a little bit. By the hour, he wake back up like, oh, what's good? Now if the snake don't take advantage of him right then and there, he gonna wake up no problem. Now I said that to say this. I think it's kind of like that over time. We just became more
same cycle.
Same cycle over and over. Hey, you hard. You gotta be hard.
And
you gotta be hard.
And I think it kind of, to piggyback off what he's saying, a little bit of, if you really think about 450 years ago, slavery time, we didn't have a choice as men but to be strong.
That part.
Yeah.
Crying.
We didn't have a choice.
Yeah, crying without a choice.
Them
so
folks.
It goes back to generational. It accumulates from next one to the next one to the next one to the next one. That vulnerability is very difficult, and depends on how you were raised too as well.
Man.
You know, I wasn't raised to be vulnerable. I was just raised to be whatever it was, but you know,
I think a huge deal of it, even though like validation has nothing to do with like you being a man, but I think us crying and detaching, us detaching from like not crying, it comes from like the perception of others. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's like when you see another man crying, like it's like, what you crying? Hell wrong with him?
Yeah. When a woman's crying, it's like
it's weird.
Are you okay?
Everybody wants to kind of actually help and
exactly.
Come on, bro.
But
But a man is like, tighten up.
let him cry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of them things where like
He crying for a reason.
that part.
Yeah.
He more so want to be to us. But that's another thing. We and I definitely love the subject brotherhood, because we often, as you said in the beginning, we deal with it ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We deal with that. We've cried by ourselves.
Yeah. And we weren't taught to do that.
Bro,
See what I'm saying?
facts.
Like
Facts.
we've been in that moment to where we just like, bro, I can't.
It's us by ourselves. Just
Bust the chair. Go
Frustrated.
ahead. Go
like,
ahead.
Bruh, I can't look left. I can't look right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how do I express myself right now?
Yeah.
And I'm literally inner thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then as you get older, we just learn more and more. And that's the beauty in it too, though.
Yeah.
That part.
You know what I mean? It's just beauty in knowing, like, I didn't have this mindset at 21, 22. I didn't.
For sure.
I did not have this mindset at 22. I thought my bros was the homie I party with every night. You get what I'm saying? That because I'm around them all the time. They're my bros.
Yeah.
Man, please. Where they at now? Gone. You know what I'm saying?
It's that unlearn and relearn.
It's that unlearn and relearn for sure.
Unlearn and relearn.
Indeed.
The things
Facts.
we weren't taught, so we gotta, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to, express. It's okay to be that. You know, but we're not taught those things. So society says we should be gorilla.
Facts.
Society says women should be emotional and timid.
I think that the biggest way to even evoke emotions like within yourself is like just asking a simple question of why. You know what I mean? As far as like from a behavior, from the way you even do things, it's like, why do I do that? Yeah. You know what I mean? To even unpack that, to even like go back into your memory bank, be like, okay, well, I learned this and this, And so it's like these are the things where you begin to kind of feel some type of way about what happened to you, and then how you feel about as far as moving forward.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You're gonna understand yourself better.
Straight up,
understand yourself more. Damn, bro, got me thinking over here. Bro, got me thinking over here. Like it is a cycle. Like the things that transpire in your adulthood. Childhood. It comes into your adulthood.
And if you don't ever think back to like where it even came from, you're gonna keep doing it until it's like
over and over.
It might land you somewhere that you don't want to be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, or maybe where you want to be, and it's like you be thankful that you had that thing that did it to you.
That shit deep, bro.
It's on both sides.
Yeah, that shit real.
And that's kind of how I feel about this.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because this kind of like forced me to grow up.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I grew up. I was growing up. I don't feel like my age was just a number. You know, maturity wasn't a thing until like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like it took this shit to do that.
Yeah. Gotta sit your ass down sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
You know, they say God, you know, when you plan with whatever your life should be, he like, listen, I already got something else for you.
Right.
I feel the same way about you. You know, you said like you sat down in the wheelchair, like it really made me be vocal.
Yeah.
Like people like I'm really naturally introvert. Like, nigga,
really?
please. I'm like I'm introvert.
I couldn't tell.
But the chair made me. Excuse me. Nah, I'm right. Nah, respect. You know.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I feel you. I feel you.
Straight up.
Oof. Brotherhood is a commodity, bro. Like, it's dope. It's
what
dope.
you think? When did it click for you, as far as like how important brotherhood was, or for you, Leo? When did it click?
Honestly,
or
man,
even now, you know what I mean. At this time in your life right now, you know what I'm saying. When did brotherhood be like, damn, I really do need this?
Honestly, when I got in this chair, it wasn't really important to me until I got in this chair.
Okay.
Like I've always had the.
How long you been in the chair?
6 years.
6. And you're how old?
I'm 36.
36.
Okay.
So I've always had like my granddad, my uncles, my cousins, my brother. Like there's always been like men. Like it really didn't dawn on me how much important it was until I met Brian.
There we go.
And it was like a humbug. I met him outside of a hospital. Like, and I always tell this story because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You never know like how much you need something until you really need it.
Yeah, come on.
You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
Because it's like this shit is foreign.
There you go.
Exactly.
Like I've been a caregiver, but like actually being in this shit, it's like learning how to do everything all over again. So it's like, damn, I'd have reached out to like so many cats. Nobody replied.
In wheelchairs.
In a wheelchair. So I'm like, damn, like nigga just gotta figure this shit out. I'm dropping somebody off at the hospital. I just started back driving, dropping somebody off at the hospital. I see him. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing to this nigga. Like, oh. they don't reply. Like,
That's what you thinking.
but that's what I'm thinking because that's what I already had went through. Like a year prior. So I'm like, damn, I know this nigga. Like, I look familiar. And then he was like, hey, what's up? I'm like, what's up, my nigga? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Then we start chopping it up. I'm like, yeah, I follow you. He was like, oh, you do? I'm like, yeah.
Like you look
Like,
familiar.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw you.
And then like ever since that day, it's just like
Click.
it just clicked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I start hitting him up about different stuff. He like real quick, and I'm like, damn.
Hey.
And I'm like that.
Yeah. Oh, you are
I'm
like
like,
that.
that shit was crazy to me because I'm reaching out to all these people, and then when I finally really see these people, now they like, oh yeah, hit me up, take my number down. I'm like, man, fuck y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I reached out to you already.
you know what I'm saying? Check your inbox, nigga. It's there. You DM me? Yeah. Oh, you did? Yeah. Last year, bro. Yeah.
I'm like that, man. I've been in church for 14 years. So when I see another cat in the chair,
14?
It'd be 15 in July.
Yeah.
It'd be 15
Wow, bro.
2023.
Wow.
When I see a cat in the chairs, I get it. I understand. I understand. So when I see him, like, I want to introduce myself. Like, hey, I'm Brian. What can I help you with?
Right. Yeah. And that's why I do it. Because when I first I wasn't doing that shit.
Yeah.
But now, like,
because
I do it now. Because it's like, damn, now he did it for me. Now I got to pay it forward.
You understand it?
People hit me up in my DM all about just random crazy shit, but I make sure I answer.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I know how that shit feels, and just I really want to ask you something, but like, damn, we ain't got to talk all night. Just answer this one question. Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying?
How you deal with this?
That part, I just want to know this specifically,
bro. It's crazy how he will always give you what you need right when you need it. And that was what I needed. So
that's dope, man.
You know, I tell him all the time, like, yo, bro.
That's dope, and it's wild when they click like that, though.
It's like when I met you.
Like, on me. When I first met him across the street, I was on some shit like, I see him.
This is in Long Beach.
Yeah, I see him. I'm like, I'm gonna just go over there. Just ran like I said, I'm gonna just go over there. It's a gym.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ask about the gym. Like I work out. All right. So I walk in the gym, and he real cool. You know, he settled, looking. You know. And just pretty much picking up the vibe, right? As we all do.
Yeah.
Right? So I walk in, I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro? My name's Rome. I stay right here, bro. You got like a membership thing going, this, that, and third. He broke it down. I was like, all right, cool. Short conversation. See him then. It was, you know how we do. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up? Yo, I'm gonna come across the street, dab him up.
Right.
3-4 times. I'm in there talking to him, hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Messing up sessions. I'm gonna come back and talk to you later. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, come back after 8. You know, I'm being here. Cool, you get a workout. But immediately we got to chopping it up, and we got to talking about, you know, deeper subjects, and it was like, damn, he think like I think.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And that goes back to that brotherhood.
Yeah. And that click that happened. Same thing with me and Caleb. I was like, and I was actually I was a junior. He was a freshman. And so it was like more so along the lines when I saw him years later, like we ran across each other 3 times. So the first time, once again, was in high school, right? It was more so, okay, yeah, I'm leaving, right? But it was more so, oh, that's a little homie. All right, cool. You know, you doing your thing. And the relationship was brief. It was brief. It's high school. The second time I saw him, it was when he did his calisthenics training, right? And I'm like, yo, bro, you doing this? I hit him up. And at the time, I'm 24 at the time. He's 22, 21, about to turn 20. And I'm like, yo, what's good? Messing around with it maybe 2 months, right? Both caught an injury. That stopped it.
Oh, shit.
That stopped it. We just stopped communicating after that.
Yeah.
He was on it. I was like, yo, I'm ready to learn this. You know, I'm trying to get, you know, I just got back from college also too. So I'm like, yo, I'm trying to learn this. Let's go.
All right.
And then the last time has literally been, it's been about 2 years. Maybe about 2 years consistently. To where it's like, no, that's my bro.
Almost there.
But the mindset was totally different each time. And not only that, I'd see it as a sign in 3s. You feel me? So it was like that first time, okay. Second time, oh yeah, we tapped in.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
The elevation.
Yeah, straight up.
And again, and the first thing I wanted to do, even I told him about you. I was like,
I mean, talking about him.
You got to meet.
You got to meet. You got to meet.
You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Just how, and you feel it, just to click. When it happens, it happens, and it's like
it's not forced.
It's not forced. As you said, it's not forced at all. It just happens.
I think like for me, it blows my mind how like people can go through like some real extreme different things and still like have that same connection. You know what I mean? That's what really gets me.
Oh, that's yeah. It's 2 different, like on 2 different pages, but we still
understand each other like word for word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like me and Leo just talked about some things a couple of days ago. I'm like, all right, still my nigga. Like no matter what.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
facts.
No matter what. Like okay, we got to rock this way. Bet you still got me. I still got you. This is what it is. Absolutely. You know, no matter what you're going through, I'm there. You know, it's that brotherhood, man.
And like few people hear that from other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like some people even make the assumption that like some people are going to be there and get let down with everything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's good to let it be. Like I'm very vocal. Like I'll let my brothers know. Like I might shoot you a text. I might shoot him a text. I ain't got your number yet, but out of the blue, I might just shoot a text. Hey, my nigga, like keep at it. I see you. I see what you doing. And that just like, damn, oh shit, he sees it.
But that's all it takes too, though.
It's just a simple, because when a woman does it, it's like, oh, okay, that's normal.
Yeah.
But when your brother does it, when your boy does it, it's like, oh, damn.
I'm telling
you, a different meaning.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So I've been in this
100%.
mindset lately to where it's like, you know, you always hear it's a 2-way street, right?
Yeah.
From people, I've had people that I wanted a relationship with, and it be one way, and then they fuck around and be like, don't nobody hit me up with you. And I'm like, nigga, what am I?
Yes.
Whoa, that's the wildest
I'm not even
thing.
stored in that motherfucker.
I want to be like, so you ain't see none of my texts, my nigga? Like,
Yeah.
You ain't see nothing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I see a post. Man, I had experiences, bro, with people that I thought was my bros. You feel me? And I told you about a couple of those experiences. But it's more so on like you really want, like for certain people, they want have a desire to be cool with certain people because they already feel that kind of like that connection, right? But again, if that person don't want it, ain't nothing you can do about it. You can't force that shit. But even then, you literally got to be on some like, all right, it is what it is. Like we could have been cool, bro.
Yeah.
But you missed out on this.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you
the
know what I
blessing.
mean?
That part.
Like a real genuine friend, a real genuine brother. You missed out on that shit. So when you struggling and you, ain't nobody, that would have been me, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just getting it out the way, like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it
It's
is.
wild.